This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, and we have an opportunity. The Dallas Cowboys have a major opportunity to try to get some of their money back for Trey Lance. This is something I've been talking about and warning about for some time. Before I get into this, the main issue is because of Tua and Love. There's a major opportunity that I predicted was going to happen for the Dallas Cowboys to be able to try to get better into the future. So this particular video is brought to you by BetUS, where I always advise you to bet on your knowledge, because you can receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. So make sure y'all take advantage of that. So obviously, you know, it's Friday, and all of us saw the Thursday night game with the concussions that happened with Tua. And from that, you started to kind of hear noise about an opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys. Articles are starting to pop up left and right. My boy Tuck been talking about this for some time as well. Matter of fact, me and Jay Tuck talked today. I'm gonna bring him up a couple of times in this presentation. But you seeing it, you seeing the noise. It's growing, and it's something that we got to be careful of, because I'm gonna be honest. The misunderstanding about Cooper Rush could be in the way of us having an opportunity to get something for Trey. In my opinion, there's also a major misunderstanding that there's no trade value for Trey due to his allegedly preseason performance. So let me play this, because this is something that I actually discussed before September 3rd. I'll go ahead and get to the point. And this is where I think a lot of people are missing me on wanting Trey Lance to be QB2. The main reason why Trey Lance should be QB2 is because there's a potential trade value for even a failed former first round quarterback. And a lot of people not taking that into account when we looking at Cooper Rush versus Trey Lance. Okay, they not thinking about that at all. But you can clearly see that even failed quarterbacks, because they was former first, had some type of value. What do you mean, boss? What do you mean? Well, there's a precedent that even in his class, failed quarterbacks could have a value to certain teams, especially before the trade deadline. If you catch the right team with an injury, or if you catch a team in need, right, who will say, you know what, I saw enough to where we can try to make a run with what we just saw out of that guy. So I clearly warn on why Trey Lance made sense to be QB2. And it's already starting to play out as I warned. That there are usually contending teams that have their quarterback go out. And when their quarterback goes out, it puts a lot of pressure on that team to try to remedy that whole team. It puts a lot of pressure. Because it's not just about the quarterback. It's not just about the quarterback. It's also the investment that they made around the quarterback. That's where the pressure comes from. That's why it's an opportunity for Dallas. And another reason why we can't get clouded by the judgment of trying to protect Cooper Rush. Because a lot of people trying to look at it like it's a competition between Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, when it's really not. It's really not. Cooper Rush was a free agent before, and the market spoke. And you know what the market said? We don't want you. But the market says something different about Trey Lance and his types. And when I say his types, I'm talking about the people that he was actually drafted with. Zach Wilson, Fields, Jones, all of those guys went for a sixth. So I asked the question when I did this show, and it's a simple question. And we can't get clouded in our judgment. I asked one key question. If you look at the bottom of what I asked, do you want no money versus some money? If you trying to improve, and if you serious about improvement, you should be trying to get something for Trey. Because if the Dallas Cowboys do nothing, they get nothing. Because Trey Lance is going to be a free agent. So that mean you spent the fourth rounder for nothing. Then on top of that, it's the obvious fact that we signed that. So when you sign that, there's no leverage. All leverage is gone. Pretty much. Why would you pay Trey $5 million plus and that $60 million plus? You done increase your whole payroll for a third string quarterback. Nah. This is also why I'ma say again, as I said before, I said it on this show on Competition Tuesday. The main reason why you would want Trey to be QB2 is because you want to try to increase his value, especially in blowouts. Because we almost blew out the Browns. But because we protecting Cooper Rush, we would have sent Cooper Rush out there instead of sending Trey out there. Because if you send Trey out there, and especially if you send Trey out there with aggressive game plan, you can try to entice teams who need a quarterback. So really, Mike McCarthy, if we trying to be strategic, should have two game plans at all time. One for Dak and one for Trey in case of a blowout, because you're trying to showcase him, in my opinion. So I said I was going to bring up Tuck because, you know, Tuck and I, we've been discussing this for some time. And we are not Trey Lance fans. We are Dallas Cowboy fans. That's why we both have been pushing for Trey Lance to be QB2. It's not because we like him. It's not because he just leaps and bounds better than Cooper Rush. We're not saying that. We just looking at what's the best interest for the Dallas Cowboys. And Tuck reminded me of something that I forgot. Mike McDaniel was the OC when they gave away a boatload to get Trey. I was like, damn, I forgot that. Yeah. Which means Mike McDaniel bet on Trey. And I've always said, you want to go to a place where people bet on you, because they go always do everything in their power to appear right. And Mike McDaniel is the type that would bet on Trey. Why? Because in his mind, I was able to turn around Tua. Oh, see, let's not act like Tua wasn't considered a failure before Mike McDaniel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, he was. He was. And then Tua even talked about it. His former coach talked to him like trash. And then he got under Mike McDaniel, and Mike McDaniel built his confidence. So this could be a time in which the Dallas Cowboys could actually flip Trey out of value, because Miami is going to be in a crisis, especially with all the talk of retiring and all this kind of stuff. Why would they not be interested in getting a quarterback, even if it's for the short term, to put behind Tua? Because now Tua, even more, his future is uncertain. So this particular video is brought to you by BetUS, where you can bet on your knowledge and really come up. This type of knowledge, right? And with this type of knowledge, and if you bet, you can receive 125% bonus on your first week deposits up to $2,000. So listen, y'all, we need to go ahead and stop protecting Cooper Rush like we doing. It's so much protection. It's like he the president. It's like we the Secret Service. It's like we are really protecting that 5-1. And it's artificial. It really is. It's an artificial 5-1. His production was anemic. So it's no reason to protect him. We should all be loud about trading Trey. Dak is signed. It's done. We dropping some videos tonight at 8. Y'all check this out. Jerry Jones was really all in. You really got to check that out. It's gonna really help you enjoy the ride. Trust me on that. Number 2, on Saturday morning, the lies on Zeke is out of control. And we are the only channel that showed proof of Zeke and his production in New England. A lot of people have showed proof of Zeke game 1, but nobody has showed no proof and put the film where the mouth is except us. So check it out, especially because it's gonna teach you to trust your eyes. Don't trust me. Don't trust nobody. Trust your eyes. That's the whole purpose of that video. And you might not even like what you see. If you don't like it, that's fine. But at least you use your eyes. Then we get into the theory of Zeke at RB1 at 8 o'clock. So by the time the game kick off Saturday at noon, y'all gonna have a lot of content. So I just want to make sure y'all got all that. It's your boy Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. I'm out.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.